Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun video, we are taking part in another store anniversary for Klingspor Woodworking Shop. For this go around, it is the 10th anniversary for the Klingspor Woodworking Shop of Asheville, North Carolina. So we are up in the beautiful mountains of western North Carolina, and this is actually my first time back in the Asheville area since the devastating storms passed through here last fall when they came through in 2024, and my thoughts and prayers are still with everyone that was affected by those storms. But we are up here at the store. This is the smallest of the 4 Klingspor locations, but it's just as important as the other 3 locations that are in Cary, Winston-Salem, and of course the flagship store in Hickory, North Carolina, where the factory and everything is. You can see as I'm walking around behind me that this is a woodworker's paradise. Everything you need for woodworking is found under one roof, and anytime you get a group of us woodworkers together, it's always a great time, and smiles, memories, and of course sawdust is made. I of course am up here doing live scroll saw woodworking demos. I'm representing Klingspor, myself, Rycon, Scroll Saw Woodworking, and of course the NC Woodworkers. But I always love bringing this style of video to the platform for you guys to see and enjoy, and I hope you all follow along on the 10th anniversary of the Klingspor Woodworking Shop of Asheville, North Carolina. And as I said, the Asheville location is the farthest one from home, but it was a very nice and beautifully scenic drive coming up the highway, right around 3 hours and 15 minutes or so from home, and I wanted to include some footage of the beautiful mountains of North Carolina in this video. But after taking in the beauty of nature, it was time to head to the store. And as I said, we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Asheville location, and you can tell by this poster that was by the door that today was going to be packed full of woodworking fun and activities. Klingspor set me up on a Rycon scroll saw just like I have back home, and as always I brought some examples of some of the work I have done to show off a scroll saw's versatility for creative and unique designs. But after I got set up, it was time to look around, and the first 50 people in the door on this day got a free value box here, valued at over $30, packed with Klingspor Woodworking Shop goodies and accessories. And keep in mind, Klingspor has 4 locations scattered across North Carolina. They have the Hickory, North Carolina, Cary, Asheville, and Winston-Salem locations. So hopefully one is near you where you can go and shop for all of your woodworking needs. Klingspor stocks various scroll saws and the blades and accessories. So I always stop by and see the scroll saws on hand. And Klingspor Woodworking Shop offers a great library for all kinds of woodworking fun. Not only scroll saw woodworking, but cabinetry, high-end woodworking, pyrography, carving, and everything in between. And here I am just looking around before the general public comes in, and as I said, you can see that the Klingspor Woodworking Shop is a one-stop shop for all of your woodworking needs. Continuing to walk around here. Again, this is before everybody came in on Saturday morning. I was just taking advantage to be able to look around at everything before the store got busy. And before we officially opened, I put my GoPro on the selfie stick and did a complete lap around the whole store, just so you guys could get a better perspective of where everything is in the Asheville store location. And again, the Asheville location is very near and dear to my heart because it's where I've done my very first professional level scroll saw woodworking demos. But here you can see people setting up, and because of the size of the Klingspor store, a lot of the demos were going to be outside as well as inside. But we were ready to rock and roll when 9 a.m. rolled around. And as you can see here, it did not take long for people to come and gather. Everyone is always happy to show off their various skill sets in the woodworking world, and we're always happy to pass the knowledge along. Here you can see the swap and trade board. I put some business cards of mine and my mom's on the board by the back door. And here I am at the scroll saw talking to this gentleman here. He was asking me my opinion about the spiral blades for scroll saw woodworking, and I was telling him that I was using my standard number 5 Ultra reverse tooth blade. But I was happy to talk to everyone that came by. Here is my buddy Jerry. He's turning little miniature birdhouses on the lathe. He's known for turning the beautiful wooden cowboy hats, but on this trip he was turning beautiful miniature birdhouses. He's turning a piece of ebony here for the perch of the birdhouse. And here is Chris doing the table saw sled demo, showing how to maximize the use of a table saw with this creative and versatile jig. And here is James. He is doing the saw stop demo. He done this a couple times on this day, and he always drew a crowd, and he give away a ton of the saw stop hats. But it's always cool to stop and watch him do the demo with the hot dog and everything. Very informative demos if you are curious about the saw stop saws. And periodically throughout the day they held door prize raffles, and here is Coleman back in the library section announcing the winners of the door prizes. And congratulations to everyone who won a door prize on this day. Festool was also on hand, talking about their tools and accessories. And as we make our rounds, we also have Laguna on hand. They were talking about the CNCs and the programs that they offer for them and how you go about using them. Here is Nick and Landon at Stated Woods. They offer beautiful router templates to make using the router and making beautiful router projects a breeze. They had a bunch of their templates on hand. Very creative process for making things. Here is the carving demo, and this gentleman here was carving a block of wood, and it always fascinates me when a block of material turns into a beautiful wooden image. Here is some examples of wood carving. Really, really cool. And here we have the chip carving demo. A very intricate process to watch where small chips are removed to create a beautiful wooden image. And here is Gene and Roger, fellow members of NC Woodworkers like myself. Roger was doing a veneering demo, and Gene was doing lathe demos. He kindly showered me with sawdust for this clip here, turning a nice little plate. And here we have Chris of Klingspor. He was turning actual wooden screws that actually had the threads that were wooden. So a very tedious process to make and to watch him make one. And again, we are always eager to showcase our skills and teach someone who is really willing to learn and to elevate their skill set in whatever form of woodworking that they are wanting to try. Here is the creative dust stopper demo, and it's where it prolongs the life of your actual shop vac by not allowing any of the material to come into the machine itself. But all in all, it was a great day in Asheville, and I thank you all for following along on the day's journey. As you can see, people were going through the store, taking advantage of the sales that were happening on this day, and not only in Asheville, but in the other 3 Klingspor locations as well. But thank you all for watching, and we will now close the video. And that, my friends, is going to about wrap it up for our time in Asheville, North Carolina for the 10th anniversary of the Klingspor Woodworking Shop of Asheville, North Carolina. Happy 10th anniversary to the Asheville Klingspor location. I hope you guys enjoyed the video from start to finish, and hopefully you learned something along the way. Maybe picked up a tip, trick, or tidbit, or maybe a new idea to use out in your garage or workshop. That is the purpose of events like these store anniversaries for Klingspor, where you guys can come out, see the tools in action, talk to the experts that use the tools to get ideas to help elevate your skill set out in your garage or workshop. But I do know that there was several deals had today. Keep in mind, if you could not make it to Asheville, if it was too far away, there was also sales happening at the other Klingspor locations that are scattered across North Carolina. So really cool. It's been a great day up here in the mountains, and it's now time to pack up and head back down the mountain and head back home. Again, the Asheville location is the farthest Klingspor from me personally, right at around 3 hours and 15 minutes or so. So I hope everyone who came out today had a great time, and I hope that everyone who won a door prize enjoyed the prizes that they won, and congratulations to all the winners of the door prizes. But again, I had a great time. As I always say, anytime we do one of these events, anytime you get a group of us under one roof or in one location, it is always a great time, and smiles, memories, and sawdust was made. So really cool. Thank you all for following along. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button, and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social media feeds will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you guys. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.